The air fryer is one of the appliances that has revolutionized the way of cooking, and in recent years, is attracting more and more attention, especially of fried food lovers. Fried food is certainly not famous for its wholesomeness, lightness, and digestibility. Think for example of French fries that float in liters of oil. There are now many scientific studies which have shown that eating fried foods too often is harmful to cardiovascular health, especially the coronary arteries. The air fryer, however, helps to reduce the amount of oil used, up to 80% less. The result, therefore, will be a dish with a lower content of fat, and consequently of calories, compared to traditional frying. With the air fryer there are many recipes that you can prepare, from meat to fish, from vegetables to some desserts, from pizzas to toast. It is also great if you have leftovers to reheat from the day before. How does an air fryer work? The air fryer is made up of a number of components. The top of the unit contains a heating mechanism, which is a resistor and a fan. When the fryer is turned on, this resistance heats up, and the fan circulates the hot air that has formed inside the cooking chamber at high speed, until it reaches the ideal temperature. In this way, it is possible to obtain a homogeneous cooking of food, leaving them crunchy on the outside, and soft on the inside. It can even reach a temperature of 230 degrees. Once cooking is finished, simply remove the basket, as it is placed in a kind of drawer. It then depends on the type of air fryer we have, but usually just add a teaspoon of oil, brushing it directly on the food. Depending on the model, you can also choose different programs, set the timer and adjust the temperature, in order to vary the degree of crunchiness, according to the dish we have. What changes compared to a traditional oven and frying in a pan? What are the benefits? The air fryer heats faster than a traditional oven. To cook in a traditional oven you must first preheat it, and, for example, if you want to bring it to 200 degrees, the times are quite long. You must also add the cooking times, and often it is not even worth it, if the quantity to be cooked is very small. The air fryer, being therefore faster, has shorter cooking times. Its small space limits the dispersion of heat, and concentrates it all on the food, reducing cooking times from about 10 to 20 minutes. The air fryer limits the dispersion of the strong smell emanating from the fried food, thus preventing it from going into all the rooms of the house, in clothes and hair. Less dirty and therefore easier to clean, because there is no grease to degrease. It takes up little space, and can be easily transported if you go on vacation, for example by camper or boat. Is the air fryer harmful? Is it healthy or not healthy? This is the dilemma. The air fryer, we have said that it works with little, or even without oil. Cooked foods will thus be lighter, and with less fat than traditional frying. So can I buy myself an air fryer, and eat all the fried food I want? Absolutely not. It is true that air frying reduces calories and fat, but you must always pay attention to where they come from. You should not exceed the consumption of fried foods, regardless of whether the frying is done with air or with oil. The cooking method does not affect the healthiness of the food. Fried food will always be fried, and we have said that its excessive consumption is harmful to cardiovascular health. It should also be remembered that cooking methods at high temperatures, such as frying, can create compounds that are potentially dangerous and harmful to health, such as acrylamide. Acrylamide is a substance that can form, in a completely natural way, in starchy foods, during cooking at high temperatures, frying, baking and grilling, above 120 degrees. The food takes on that toasted appearance and flavor, which makes it tastier. The International Agency for Research on Cancer has classified acrylamide as a probable human carcinogen. According to some researchers, air fryers are able to reduce the formation of acrylamide, while according to others, they produce 30% - 40% more acrylamide than normal oil fryers. It must be remembered that there are not many in-depth studies about it, as it is a fairly recent technology. However, there are also other harmful compounds that can form during cooking at high temperatures, and are aldehydes, heterocyclic amines and aromatic hydrocarbons. Further research is therefore needed to understand how air frying can affect the formation of these substances. Does the air fryer really work? Already in the early 2000s, there was an air fryer called FRYER. It had little success, maybe because of her name, not so captivating. Calling it after so many years, air fryer, was certainly an excellent marketing strategy, but it is a bit misleading. This is because it does not actually fry without oil, but only simulates frying without using high amounts of oil. The result will therefore not be comparable to that of traditional frying. Then, there are some foods that are more suitable for the air fryer than others, such as fried and frozen foods. Think of frozen fries, which are actually pre-fried, that is, already partially cooked in oil, and therefore lend themselves well to the air fryer. If you try to fry some types of fresh vegetables, the result will not be quite what you expected, as they tend to become soft and not very crunchy. Moreover, due to its name, it has been so mistakenly associated with losing weight and eating healthy, because in the end it fries in the air. To conclude, we can therefore say that the air fryer has some advantages over the traditional fryer. However, remember that even if it is a healthier cooking, compared to fried in a pan, it must still be used in moderation.